So I'm here with Glenn in his downtown Montreal office with the beautiful city behind us to ask Glenn, how can we pray for Montreal as a city?
Montreal, obviously being the oldest of the large cities in Canada and one of the largest old cities in North America, has a couple of things that are very unique about it. One is obviously the massive and rapid secularity that has affected the city over the last 40 years, so that God, the church, religion, Jesus, and the Bible have all been pushed to the sidelines of faith. I've been in 4 different cities in the last month in Canada, and I have been struck at how much the church is still an essential part of life.
Yeah.
But here in Montreal, we've been marginalized, and that's because of secularity. So I think that when people pray for Montreal, pray that we as Christians can find creative ways to live our faith in the public sphere.
Yeah.
So that that's going to affect how we parent our children, how we're going to see kids educated, how we're going to care for the ecology of our city. Christians have to be back into the public square. I think a second thing is that we just need a massive new rethink on how to plant and renew churches in the city. Not just downtown, but all across the island of Montreal and in the whole census metropolitan area, which is some 3.7 million people. We know that in terms of church attendance, Montreal has the lowest church attendance of any of Canada's major cities. Now, there are pockets in Vancouver that are quote-unquote different or worse than Montreal, but in terms of a census metropolitan, so pray for that. I think the third thing is to pray for Christians to be more courageous in how they incarnate their faith. Secularity and the massiveness of cities muzzles Christians. They don't know how to incarnate and share the good news. So I think we need to pray about that. But you're also, from a metropolitan and from an urban point of view, this is a city that's just been mortgaged financially. And Montreal has some great infrastructure needs. And the welfare of a city takes into consideration all of that. So I think those are big things to be concerned about.
Tell us just for a second a bit about what happened in the 60s with the church and why this is happening exactly.
Okay. Yeah, there's a fun little expression in the movie by Denis Arcand, Invasion Barbare. He talks about how on a mythical date in 1966, it's like everybody left the church all at the same time. Well, it's not quite that mythical, and it wasn't at a precise date. But really what happened is that there was just a massive exodus of people from the institutional church. It was like the church could no longer provide the resources for life. And now there's this massive rejection of institutional religion in our culture. The technical term for it is called laïcité. But the more down-to-earth thing is that people are no longer looking to God, religion, Jesus, Bible, or church to find the resources for life. Hope has become very politicized in our culture.
Cool. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bonjour, on est ici au Montréal avec une de mes amies, Jacinthe. Excuse mon français, mais je faut pratiquer. Alors, qu'est-ce que vous faites et comment est-ce qu'on peut prier pour Montréal?
À Montréal, je travaille dans un organisme communautaire comme agent de développement. Donc, je travaille avec toute une communauté, tout un quartier, autant avec les résidents qu'avec les organismes, qu'avec les églises. Donc, le but principal, c'est vraiment de travailler tous ensemble pour le bien-être d'une communauté. Découvrir c'est quoi les besoins, c'est les forces aussi, puis de vraiment travailler à une concertation, puis pour voir du changement.
Cool. Et comment est-ce que le Canada peut prier pour nous ici?
À Montréal, Montréal, c'est une ville qui est différente du reste du Canada peut-être, mais surtout au centre-ville, il y a plusieurs populations qui vivent dans l'isolement. Il y a énormément d'étudiants et des sans-abri, les familles qui sont immigrantes. Donc souvent le sentiment, c'est un sentiment d'isolement et pas un sentiment d'appartenance qu'ils habitent dans un quartier. Donc peut-être prier pour qu'il y ait un brise-bande de cet isolement-là, que les gens se sentent qu'ils font partie d'un ensemble.
Cool. Merci beaucoup.